Hello and welcome back to another one, and today we'll be covering Young M.A's recent live stream where she talked about working with Eminem. And before we go further, I'd like to say that her verse was great off the bat, although I certainly don't share a certain person's opinion on this, that she out-rapped Eminem. But we have some points to discuss from the live stream, but first take a look at what Young M.A had to say about working with Eminem.
How was it collabing with Eminem? Shout out to Eminem, man. Hey man, that right there was a different vibe right there. I didn't get to meet him in person. When I did the record, I did the record in the studio by myself. He sent me the record. I actually spoke to Eminem on the phone prior to doing the record. His team reached out to my team. My team told me, and then we set up a call with him, and I actually spoke to him on the phone. And Eminem was very humble, as I expected. I didn't expect nothing more than that. I didn't expect him to be such a big fan of mine, though. You know what I mean? Like, I was always a big fan of Eminem growing up. He's one of my top fives. So to hear him actually tell me I'm one of his favorite rappers was just made me realize how much I've been doing and how good I've been doing. And it just made me motivated. You know what I mean? So I did the record. The record was fire. When I did the record though, I did the verse before I heard his verse. And I told him, I said, why would you go that crazy, bro? You know what I mean? Like, he never had a verse on it first. He sent me the beat and that's all I had. So I just did a little something just to see where it go. And then he put his verse on it, then I heard the record. But other than that, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to change some things because I heard his. But he was like, nah, I love it. And I was like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, I fuck with it, you know what I mean? Like, first come, first serve type shit. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to do more records. But I'm satisfied with the record. I love the record. Shout out to M, man. I just appreciate him even wanting me on his album, man. That's just a blessing in itself. Just being a big fan of his and seeing him as a kid, and just it's crazy to like me being an artist and just seeing that, and then in the future I end up on his album. It's crazy.
Now, what I wanted to touch on is about Eminem's influence on younger artists today. We have heard the likes of J. Cole and Kendrick talk about how influential Eminem was to them coming up. Young M.A says the same thing here and considers Eminem top 5. And it's not just these guys, even rappers that many won't consider lyrical talk about how they grew up listening to Eminem and learned a lot from him. So I have to ask this question: where did all these rappers come from? Because from the so-called hip-hop experts, and we know the ringleader, people in the hood don't listen to Eminem, yet a majority of rappers today talk about how they were influenced by Eminem or how they grew up listening to his music. So surely this ain't adding up. And something you'd also notice when people talk about working with Eminem is the fact that they always point out his humility. Makes you wonder how other big artists they work with act, because humility seems to always be a point to make after working with Eminem. He's so high up there with what he's done in his music career that many people who work with him have to make it a point that he is humble. And we've heard it so many times, and even Young M.A expected it beforehand, but still had to talk about it. In my opinion, I think people use his music to form an opinion on how he would be. And when you listen to a song like Kim just before meeting up with Eminem, of course expectations and reality would not match. On the interview on Crook's Corner, Eminem talked about how he was impressed with her verse on the song, even broke down some of her bars like we do for his bars on this channel from time to time. So clearly, he was impressed by her effort, and we know how his verse caused a bit of controversy that revealed people are fine with punchlines of events that happened far from home compared to one close to home. Hypocrisy at its finest. So that will be all. What do you think about Young M.A's verse on Unaccommodating? Share it with us in the comments section. Would it have been better for her to change her verse after hearing his verse? Share your thoughts with us, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.